What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Thursday, February 19th NBA slate. I'm so glad NBA is back. I've been bored out of my mind. We're ready to predict again, all right? So the first game is Rockets at the Hornets Stadium. So the Hornets did beat the Rockets by 10 at the Rockets Stadium. So this is a great place for the Rockets to do their revenge, all right? And this game, Hornets will not have Miles Bridges or the diabetes dude because of the suspension that they got. And on top of that, it seems like everyone on the Rockets are playing besides Steven Adams, sadly. But it's okay. We got Durant, Sengun, Thompson, Jabari Smith playing, and all of those playing. I think that this is a great spot for Rockets to get the revenge spot. Now, we do have to also give credit to Hornets. They're 9-1 their last 10. However, I think that, now that we're getting closer to the playoff, I think Rockets will step up their game and I think they're going to cover the spread. But my pick will be Moneyline because this is not a gambling YouTube channel, okay? So my prediction is that Rockets are going to win this game. The spread is your choice. All right, the next game is going to be the Nets versus Cleveland. So they did already go against another. So the next game is going to be the Cleveland versus the Nets. Now, the Cleveland has already traveled to the Nets and only won by 7 points. However, things are different now. Currently, Mobley is going to be playing tomorrow, so hopefully he does. I hope, there's no last minute out. But if he's playing, we have James Harden, Mitchell, Mobley, Allen, and on the other hand, Nicholas Claxton is not playing. He's the starting big for the Nets. That's an important role. And Cleveland will be at home. Currently, the spread is at 16.0. I really believe that Cleveland will have a comfortable win at home. So my pick is for Cleveland to win. I mean, I don't have to look through the stats, They're better offensively, scoring 13 points more games. Sorry, they're scoring 13 points per games more than Nets. They're better at rebounds. They turn the ball less over, better defense. I think this is a perfect spot for Cleveland to have a comfortable win after the All-Star weekend break. The next game is going to be the Hawks and the 76ers. So right now, the Hawks, everybody is healthy. Kuminga is back. Buddy Hield is playing. I think that the Hawks are the most athletic team in the NBA. I really think so. And I'm a big fan of Jalen Johnson. Now, on the other hand, the 76ers, Embiid is out, Paul George is on suspension. Now, Embiid being out, that gives a lot of advantage to the Hawks because the Hawks already beat the 76ers by 3 points and then also by 8 points already. And this time, the Philly 76ers are favored by 2.0. I think the Hawks will outright win the game. That is my prediction. I just think the athleticism that the Hawks have and also everyone being available to play, I think that their bench is going to really make an impact on this win. But I just checked the list and now it says Kuminga is out. That's still okay. We still have Buddy Hield. We still have all of the other players on the Hawks. I still think Hawks win at the 76ers stadium. The next game that we're going to be talking about is the Indiana Pacers versus the Wizards. So both of these teams are horrible, but the Pacers are doing worse than we expected. They're 15-40. The Wizards are 14-39. Now, right now, the Pacers are favored to win by 3.5, and I do believe that the Pacers will win the game. But spread-wise, that's something that you have to decide on your own. The reason why I think the Pacers will win is because I think, Alexander Sarr not playing for the Wizards and Anthony Davis still being out, Trae Young still being out. I think Siakam will do a lot in the paint, outside the paint. I think he will make a lot of plays. Nembhard is playing. So the only person that isn't playing, well, the only people that aren't playing is Zubac, which is a crucial player, obviously. However, he's still new to the team. I don't think it'll make a big impact that he's not playing. And Obi Toppin and Tyrese Halliburton. Other than that, everyone is still questionable, but at least we know that Siakam, Nembhard, Jay Huff, all of those are playing. Hopefully McConnell plays. Even if he doesn't play, I think this is a good spot for Pacers to win because I just still believe that they are the better team. Even though they're having a bad season, we can't forget that they were in the finals last year. So I am picking the Pacers to win away. And the next game is the Pistons versus Knicks. On a regular day, I would pick the Pistons to win the game, right? But right now, with Jalen Duren being out, Isaiah Stewart being out, that's two crucial players that the Pistons will be missing against players like Cat, players like Brunson and Josh Hart. Because Cat and Brunson and Josh Hart will be ready to play. They're going to be in that playoff mode now, Even though playoff isn't there, it's around the corner. And Pistons not having Durant and Stewart is going to be a big problem on the boards. Now, they have went against each other 2 times, and the Pistons destroyed the Knicks. Now, this is an opportunity for Knicks, a revenge spot at home. Knicks are doing really well, 8-2 the last 10. And Pistons is doing well as well, 8-2 the last 10. But I think that Knicks will rebound them, and I think them having their starters versus Pistons not having their starters, I'm going to go with Knicks to win the game. The next game is the Raptors versus the Bulls. Now, this is a very good game. Now, I love the Raptors. You guys already know that Barnes, Ingram, Barrett, and Quickly combo. And also the bench on the Raptors are pretty efficient as well. Now, on the other hand, the Bulls are 1-9 their last 10. And Toronto isn't really amazing either, but they are 6-4 their last 10. And they beat the Bulls by 16 points already at home. Now they're going to be going to the Bulls Stadium. I think the Raptors will win this game, guys. I think overall, the players on the Raptors team are more consistent. And I get it, Josh Giddey is he might come back. He's questionable right now, but he's missed so many games, plus the All-Star weekend. He's going to be a little bit rusty. I'm picking the Raptors to win. I just like the way they've been playing more, and they seem more of a team that I can trust, you know? The next game is going to be the Spurs and the Suns. Now, Dillon Brooks will not be playing, and that's a crucial player for the Suns. He's been having a phenomenal season, scoring 23, 23, 28, 24, 11, 22, 27, 40. My point is that he scores a lot of the Phoenix Suns points. He won't be playing, and on the other hand, the Spurs are going to have all of their starters playing. And after the All-Star weekend that Wemby had, man, he's going to be fired up. And I think they're going to easily win this game at home. And I'm going to pick the Suns to win just because I just like the way the Suns play at home. Also, they're 8-2 last 10, whereas the Suns are 5-5. And the Suns don't really do well away. I think Spurs will win this game. The next game is going to be the Celtics versus the Warriors. Now, the Warriors are going to be without Curry and Butler, and that is crucial. I mean, I don't even have to mention it, right? But I do believe that the Boston will have a comfortable win. I'm not going to talk too much about this game. I mean, we have Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard playing. Now, Jaylen Brown is playing a phenomenal game. And also on top of that, Vucevic, he needs to get comfortable with the Celtics team. You know, he just recently got traded. And the more comfortable he is, that's a big man right there, a good big man. And later on when Tatum comes, but let's not talk about that, right? For now, we're going to talk about tomorrow. I think Celtics will win this game. Celtics are better field goal percentage-wise. They're better at not turning the ball over. The Warriors are turning the ball 15 times a game, whereas the Celtics are only turning over 11 times a game. That's a big difference. I think Celtics dominate and win at the Warrior Stadium. So the next game is going to be Orlando Magic at Kings. Kings aren't doing well right now. They're 0-10. Hunter's not playing. Levine's not playing. On the other hand, Magic, Franz Wagner is not playing. But that's okay. Magic are better defensively and offensively. On top of that, free throw-wise, Magic is better. And without Hunter and Levine playing, that's taking out very important point scorers, right? Whereas Orlando, they still have Desmond Bane, Anthony Black, Pablo Banchero, and they have their big Wendell Carter Jr., who I think will really foul bait this Kings team. Let's see. Oh, Sabonis is not playing either, so that's even worse. They're going to have their backup center playing. Yeah, I think that Magic gets a comfortable win at the Kings Stadium. The last game of the day is the Nuggets versus the Clippers. Now, this game, Peyton Watson and Aaron Gordon won't be playing, but Jokic and Jamal Murray will be playing. That's already a winning hand right there, you know? On the other hand, Garland will not be playing, and you have to also remember that they don't have Harden and Zubac anymore. So the only way that Clippers win is if Leonard gets like a 50-point game. I don't think that's going to happen. The Nuggets already beat this team twice easily. I think tomorrow night they go into the Clippers Stadium and win by as many as they want. I will take the Clippers to win this game. I mean, I don't have to say much of why. They have Jokic. Jokic is my MVP. I think he's the greatest player right now. And with him playing and Jamal Murray playing, that just calls for a win. So I'm picking the Nuggets. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. And I'll see you guys on the next one.